All right. Well, welcome everyone in the Cookie Crush Chats Undefeated. Hope everyone's doing all right. Today happens to be my 50th birthday. I made it to 50. I told people before that when I was, uh, like a teenager, young teenager, I didn't think I was going to get to 18. But here we are, decades later, and still rocking and rolling. All right. Everyone I have on I'm going to share with you guys what I did today with the family. Then I'm also going to share the gifts. And this was one of the gifts that my daughter got for me. It's a like a Christmas Snoopy sweater. That's how you know you're getting old. I actually thought she got it for herself because they'll do that. They'll buy stuff for me, but it's really for them, and then they'll ask for it, and I give it to them. So that's what I think it is. But it's kind of big, so I think she actually got this one for me. All right, so this is my one of the gifts that I got today. I had a wonderful birthday, and I told my wife and children that this was the best birthday that I've ever had. And the reason why, because I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. In the past, I didn't, it was something that we did. I grew up not celebrating birthdays, so it wasn't a big deal. Didn't have my first birthday party until I was 18. When I turned 18, when I was in college the first time, and so it was never really a big deal. Of course, the children's birthdays have always been a big deal. And my wife, she's kind of gotten me more and more into to my birthday. But this was I mean, I've enjoyed other birthdays too, but this one I really enjoyed it. So I want to give you guys a breakdown of what we did today with the family, and we just got back from the movies. I'll talk about that in just a little bit. Thank you guys so much, everyone in the Cookie Crush chat. I want to thank everyone. I got a lot of messages in the replay live stream where people were saying happy birthday and stuff. Thank you guys so much for the birthday wishes. I appreciate all of that. I appreciate all of that. On days where I don't live stream like normal schedule, because this isn't necessarily normal schedule, I just want to touch bases with everyone for my 50th birthday. On days where I'm not actually live stream, I'm going to do a replay. So that's going to be on the agenda moving forward. And people come in, they tune in, they're inside of the chat room. People have a good time to Cook Crush Chat. And I'm going to be as consistent with doing that as possible. So today, 50th birthday, I took my wife and my older two boys. We went to Ethiopian restaurant because that's my wife's favorite restaurant. That's her favorite food. And going all the way back, she said that our first date was at an Ethiopian restaurant. I don't remember that, but then she said after that date, after the Ethiopian restaurant, we went and watched what was that movie from back in the day? Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I remember that because we were watching the movie and we were in a movie theater. There's not a lot of people in there, and she fell asleep. This was early on, really early on. I would think within the first month of us, like kind of like talking a little bit, and we went on our first date. Um, that wasn't our first date. I don't think that's the first time that we. I don't think that was our first date. I'm gonna have to talk with her about that because our first date, I remember. Nope, that wasn't a date. No, that was a date because I have a picture of it. We were at. It was a like a coffee house, and I remember it was owned by Tony. That group from back in the day. One of the band members owned that. It was in Oakland, and we went there. And I remember I played the flute and I think that was our first date. I could be wrong because that's just like almost 25 years ago. But anyway, um, I remember going to watch Hidden Dragon, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and she fell asleep on my shoulder, and that just it made me feel so good because it made me feel like she felt safe, for a woman to do that, and we hadn't been talking all that long. And I remember that, but she said before that we went to an Ethiopian restaurant. She's always loved Ethiopian food. That's her favorite food. So today I took her and my two older boys to get Ethiopian food. I wish I can share pictures and stuff, but I don't for cybersecurity reasons. I don't really share pictures of my family anymore. And I also have people online that are still stalking my children. So it is what it is. Okay, but we had a wonderful time. The food was great. We stuffed ourselves, and then we got some extra, and we brought for the younger children. And then what we did just now is we went. I took the younger children, my wife and I, the younger children. My oldest son went with us too, and we went to go watch the Predator movie. Lene said I should do like a review of it because I'm in the sci-fi. I think I'm gonna do that, but I don't want to say too much about the film. But I'll tell y'all this: it was worth it. I rarely go to the movies, and I'm deep. I love me some sci-fi, Star Trek, Star Wars, Aliens, Predator, you name it. I'm always looking for good sci-fi stuff. It's kind of hard to find these days. Every once in a while, there's a gem, but I'm always looking for great sci-fi. And this was a really, really good film. Okay. Plus it's Predator. I love Predator. That's one of my favorite movies when I was a kid, was the first Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger. So we watched it as a family, and it was really, really good. Okay. So I think I'm gonna do a film review and just talk about it in another video, just to kind of mix things up, and I'll give people my total impression of it. But I'm deep into sci-fi, deep. So that was a gift. That was a present from my wife's aunt, which is my aunt-in-law, and my wife's mother, rest in peace. They're twins. Okay, so both of them raised my. I was gonna say raised my sister, raised my wife. So she got that as a gift, and it was the perfect gift. It really was. So if she happens to see this, thank you so much. Love you. I appreciate it. We appreciate you. Okay. So that's what we just got done. And then before we went, we actually I opened up gifts. But let me see. What day was this? This was on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. We went to the basketball game, and my youngest son got tickets, and then they printed this out. You see that? And we had a good time. I wish I could show you pictures of me and my son, because we had such a good time. And it was just me and him. I remember there was a guy when we were parking, it was 20. The first parking structure that we went to was like $50. But then the second, I was like, I don't want to pay no $50 just to park. Okay, for like maybe an hour, really 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. So we drove around and found one for $20, but I couldn't get my not CashApp, but it was some other, I can't remember which one it was, Apple Pay or something. I couldn't sign in, but the guy was like, don't worry about it. This is on me. Pay it forward. I said, thank you so much. So that was really, really cool. And I can't show you pictures. I wish I could. But let me show you at least. I think I already showed this to everybody the other day, but we had such a good time. Here's the food from at least me and my wife, what we shared at the Ethiopian restaurant. Well, we stuffed ourselves. And we hadn't been there for years. We love that restaurant. My wife, she really loves it. And then this was at the basketball game. So this was kind of like it's a birthday gift from my son. I didn't rotate. It's not rotating for some reason. It was a birthday gift from my son, but we went to the game on Sunday. Well, here, I'll just show it like this. Yeah, and we had a good time. It ended up being double overtime, but we left after the third quarter because my son was like, "Yeah, I'm ready." Okay, so that was on Sunday, and then my wife, she printed this out as the gift thing. It's like a printed movie ticket kind of thing. So movie night, 50th birthday, Lenon from Kalita, and that's my aunt-in-law. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. We had such a good time. We just got back from the movies. It was a fantastic movie. Okay, so I just want to share gifts, and then we're gonna be up out of here. We'll be back with the regular schedule programming tomorrow. Real quick, Michael says, "Happy birthday, Lenon," and I better not hear anything about I'm gonna keep it short tonight. Boy, I swear for God, I'm not even gonna say nothing like that. Okay, I want to say something, but I ain't gonna say nothing. Okay, we're gonna be back tomorrow with the regular schedule program. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. Tiffany Tabby says, "Powerful birthday, Lenon." Powerful. Thank you so much. Saint Center 13 says, "Feliz cumpleaños." Gracias. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. That's another thing. I'm tripping. That's another song. Okay. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Miss Vernica says, or Vernica. Okay. Screaming happy birthday, Lenon, and many, many more. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. The children sent and my wife, they sung happy birthday to me earlier. So that was really, really cool. And then user 225 says, Umar Johnson like Ethiopian food because you eat with your phone. Can we not do that? Okay, this is my 50th birthday. I just want to get in here and celebrate this with y'all real quick. Normally, before I used to have set up with all kinds of stuff. I didn't have time. We just got back from the movie. Thanks, user 225. Predator movie. Why you go see a movie? Okay. All right. It was a really good movie. I think I'm gonna do a movie review because Lene said I should. Thank you, user 225. You crazy. Lewis X says, "Let's start the top 10 list of things younger than Lenon." Okay, all right. 10, dirt. 9, the sun. 8, air. 7, fire. Y'all can fill in the rest. Happy birthday. Thank you so much. Somebody said, I can't remember who it was. I think, well, I don't want to say it's somebody and it's not that person, but they said happy birthday. Uh when I turned 50, I got something like I turned into a hoe or something like that. I said it was a guy. I said, what in the world? I laughed so hard. Okay, I guess not me though. I ain't got time for all that. I got too many kids. I got a wife. I ain't got time. Thank you, Lewis Luck. It's all good. Thank you for the super chat. Everyone else too. More threats said, Lennon, if you keep forgetting dates, you're going to be in the doghouse. Happy birthday, Lennon. You deserve everyone all the happiness, all the happiness you can get. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah, my as I turn 50, I don't have a memory like I used to, especially with dates. That's the thing. Well, I'm saying dates in terms of numbers, but also dates that me and my wife went on. She remembers everything. She really does. She'd be like, "Yeah, remember that time we went here and we ate and this is what we ate." And I'm like, "I don't remember none of that." But I'm gonna talk with her because I thought our first date, because we have a picture of it. I thought it was at that coffee house, and there was a woman there that I knew, and she took a picture, and we have that picture. And I remember saying that was our first date. It may be that was the first time we went out together, but I don't remember. I thought I picked her up and took her, but she may be right. Our first official date may have been an Ethiopian restaurant, and then we went to go see Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Thanks, More Threads, for the super chat. I appreciate it. OD says, growing older is mandatory. Growing up is optional. In your 50s, time becomes precious and it must not be wasted. Every minute is an excellent opportunity for a good nap. I hear that. Happy 50th birthday, Snoopy. Yeah, my wife, she got me all the children. They all got different gifts. But my daughter, my second daughter, she got me this, and then she got me these socks. So she may have gotten this because she wanted them for herself. Because she be going in my closet taking stuff. Then I said, "Would you just want to have it?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, go and take it." She likes the thrift shop and stuff. She's really into fashion, like her mama. But these are the black Santa socks. Okay. Thanks, OD. And it's true because my mom, she called me early this morning to wish me happy birthday. And she's older, and she's like, "Wow, you're 50." I said, "Yeah." She says, "Now we're both old." And I said, "Yeah, you're right about that." Yeah. So yeah, we have to make sure that we when you reach a certain age, you don't take life for granted anymore. We really should never do that. But I remember when I was in my 20s and even in 30s, I just thought, I had all the time in the world. Now I'm 50. I'm like, okay, here we go. Thanks, OD, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Miranda says, happy 50th to you, and may you be blessed with many, many more wonderful ones. Looks like you have enjoyed yourself so far. I enjoyed the new Predator movie. Okay, so you saw it too. So she says, I enjoyed the new Predator movie too. It was a nice twist compared to the other ones. Yeah, it really was. I've been somewhat disappointed because that universe, Predator, is in the same universe as Aliens, obviously, because there's Alien versus Predator, but then it's also, there's speculation that it's also in the same universe as Blade Runner. Okay, that's what people, they kind of think, but I'm not quite sure. I don't think it's been clearly defined. But the last few Alien movies, I haven't really felt as if they were up to par. And there's a couple of those Alien movies that it was like a sci-fi comedy, and it was just straight. Kill and Peele, remember those two? That one with one of those guys is in it. I don't particularly care for comedy and sci-fi. I think I take my sci-fi serious. Space exploration, new species, and all that stuff. So if I do a review of the movie, I'll talk more about it because I don't want to give anything away. But the premise of it was totally detached from what one would expect from a Predator movie, and it was really, really good all the way straight through. We had a wonderful time. Thank you, Miranda, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Okay, and then Soul Power, the Outcast, says Lennon is 600 months today. Happy birthday. Is it really 600 months? Let's see, 50. Wow, that's crazy. 600 months. How many days is that? Let me go look this up real quick. How many days is 50 years? 18,262 days. Wow. How many hours is 50 years? 438,300 hours. Yeah, I'm getting old. How many minutes is 50 years old? Okay, I can't even read this because it's something. It's like, what is this? 26,280,000. My goodness. How many seconds? Let me not do this. It just says you're dead. It says there are nearly, this would be 1,576,800,000,000 seconds in 50 years. My goodness gracious. Okay. Thank you, So Power the Outcast. I like stats. That's why I did that. Jackson says, happy birthday. I donated 2. Next time, make it 20. Yeah, thank you so much. Listen, a blessing is a blessing. Okay. I appreciate it no matter what. Okay. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Thanks, Jackson. Next time, make it 20. Quincy says, happy birthday, brother. Thank you so much. I had a wonderful birthday. It really was. I enjoyed this birthday more than any of the other birthdays. And I've enjoyed other birthdays too, but at this stick, I'm in a different mindset. And we had such a wonderful time. We really did. And thank you for everyone for taking the time to, I guess this is a mini celebration real quick. Thank you so much. Thanks, Quincy. I appreciate it. Latoya, how's it going, Latoya? Latoya been around for such a long time, and I was struggling because I've been thinking about that. Like, if I go back 10 years ago and where we were at 10 years ago and compared to where we're at today, 10 years later, because we had my wife did a 40-year anniversary, 40-year birthday party, and it was big. It's like night and day. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. I really am. And thanks for everyone who's been along for the ride and has been supportive of me and my family. We've been blessed. We really have. And Latoya been around from way back in the day. Thanks. And so Latoya says, happy birthday. You are an amazing and honorable example of true manhood and divinely led teacher. Thank you for those kind words. You have taught me so much. You are so loved. Thank you so much. You're loved too. Tell your husband I said hello. Okay, because I'm telling you guys, Latoya goes way back. And some of you guys too up in here, you've been around a long time, but Latoya goes way back. It's back when I was really struggling. So good to see you here, and thank you so much for the kind words. Okay, love you, sis. All right. Lewis Lex says, I ain't gonna lie, I like that sweat. You like it? Yeah, I'm sporting it for my daughter. I'll sport it for her. It's all good. Thank you so much, Lewis Lex. Want me to send? I can't do that because my daughter get mad at me. we was in the car, we were listening to music, and she connected her cell. I love that kind of stuff. When kids put their music on, and my children, they listen to all types of stuff. They listen to a lot of old stuff from like the 80s and 70s. And so she put on, she was listening to The Weeknd at first. And there's this one Weeknd song that me and her, like maybe about a year ago, she put on, wasn't a year ago, less than a year. She put on, we were dancing in the car. So she put it back in. We was on the way to the movie, was dancing in the car. And then he has a song, he did a song, I think if memory serves me correctly, he did a remake of Michael Jackson's Dirty Diana, I think. I may be, because I'm getting old. There go my memory. But I thought I remember her playing that. But then today on the way back from the movie, she put on the old classic Michael Jackson, Dirty Diana. And she's like, I'm gonna put on Dirty Diana. I said, oh, you're gonna put on The Weeknd? She says, no, I'm gonna do Michael Jackson. We was grooving in the car too. So I'm so thankful. We had such a wonderful time. Yeah, I took pictures. But I just can't show them. Okay. And the kids, they're getting older and taller. And my youngest son, he's almost as tall as I am. He's going to be a lot taller than I am because he has big feet. He's gonna be tall like his my second son, like really tall. Thanks, Lewis Luck, for the super chat, for the nice comment. I appreciate it. Gina says, saying it 3 times like Umar. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Yeah. 3 times with a sniff. Okay. All right. Thank you, Gina, for the super chat. And then Lewis Sex says the half a hundred honcho. Welcome to the club. Yeah, you're right. Halfway to 100. That's right. Yeah, it went by so quickly too. It really does. I think, especially when you have kids. Once you have kids, time just goes by so quickly, and you watch them grow up too. And then my mom, when she called me, I was like, man, I'm 50. She's got to be in her 70s. Yeah, she's in her 70s. And she was like, yeah, now we're both old. And I said, yeah, you're right about that. Thanks, Lewis Suck. Suzanne says, happy birthday, Lynn. My hubby and I love Ethiopian food too, especially in the Oakland, Berkeley area. Yeah, they had a lot of good Ethiopian restaurants out there. She had a favorite one that we used to go to, but then there was also one, like literally it was like 2 blocks. If not, 2 blocks, maybe a block away from her apartment that she stayed at when I first met her. We used to go there too back then. I remember, I'll tell you, I kid y'all not, we used to like scrounge up money and be looking for change. And, I would be going, looking in my car to see if there's, and we'll just scrape money together to go get like these little pies. We were young. I was 25. She was 21. Yeah, she was 21. And we have a lot of wonderful memories from living in Oakland and in Berkeley, because she stayed in Berkeley before we got together. And then Ethiopian food. We used to go to a couple of Ethiopian restaurants. She had a favorite one, but she also had one that was like a couple of blocks down. Thanks, Suzanne. Yeah, it's really good food. In fact, I'll post tomorrow probably. I'll post pictures of the food on my community tab, because and our sons, our two older sons, they got their own thing because they eat meat and stuff. But my wife and I, we just got the vegetarian platter thing with the injera, and we ate really good. Yeah, I ate too much, but it was my birthday. Thank you, Suzanne, for the super chat. Kitwana sent in the super sticker. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate it. Mood Frequency says, thank you for being an excellent example for our young women, Lenon. Oh, wow. That's awesome for you to say that. I thought you were going to say for the young men. Thank you so much. I started following you when I heard you say how much you love your wife and family, integrity, much respect. Yeah. They're the most important thing to me. I'm 50, but I don't know if I would have lived this life the way that I have if I didn't have my wife and my kids. In fact, I know I wouldn't have, because it just everything took on a whole another dimension once I met my wife. Biggest blessing in my life ever. I was 25, she was 21, and then by the time I was 28, we had our first son, and it just changed everything for me. I've struggled a lot, especially early on, but I've done a lot better, I guess, over the last, I want to say maybe 6, 7, maybe 6 or 7 years. And I'm striving to do better moving forward. So yeah, I'm a blessed man. I really am. I'm thankful for my wife and my kids. And thank you for saying that too. I hadn't thought about that, being an example for young women. I try to set example for younger men, and I just haven't thought about it like that. But I will say this, that I have daughters, and so I always try to set a good example for them. We were driving back, and because I had been getting a whole bunch of text messages today from people wishing me happy birthday, and I had gotten some while we were driving back, and we were at a stoplight, and I just picked my phone up like this, and I was about to look at my text. My daughter, my second daughter, she was sitting in the passenger seat. She looks up, she said, "Dad, you're not supposed to be texting while driving." I said, "You're right. Let me set a good example." I set the phone down. So yeah, even little things like that. Little things like that. So the same thing I always bring this up is it's not that cold. It's not snowing yet or anything like that, which is strange for this time of year. It's been fairly warm, but I still get up and get my daughters to the bus stop in the morning, even though they could walk. But it's just I don't want them standing out there, even though it's not cold, just to be out there in the elements. So stuff like that. And then before they get out the car, I let them know, if you need anything, call me or text me. I will be there, and I love you. And they always say I love you, and then they get on the bus, and I wait for them to get on the bus, and then I head on out. But it's stuff like that. It means a lot. My sisters, they didn't get that from my father, and so that's something that I've always tried to provide for my daughters, is safety, protection. Okay, very important. Thank you, Mood Frequencies, for the super chat. I appreciate it. And the kind words. Simply Complicated said, "Happy 50 years, young Lenon. Thank you for the amazing content. Continue to be blessed and success." Thank you so much, and there'll be more coming, I'm sure. 50 years went by really, really quickly, and hopefully I'll be here for another 50. All right. But we don't know the hour nor the day. So we got to live the best life we can and enjoy as much as possible. That's why I appreciate the Quick Crush Chat, because you guys have brought a lot of joy in my life. I've talked about that a lot recently, but it's so very true. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Simply Complicated, for the super chat. I appreciate it. And look who's here. It's Gator Girl, one of the OGs. I ain't seen you in many months. Here's some grit money to get you some Wakanda fries and a Harriet Tubman shake for your birthday. Thank you so much for that. For the super chat. I ain't seen you in so long. Thank you. It makes me happy to see you up in here. And that's right. I'm gonna get me some grits and give me some Wakanda fries and a Harriet Tubman shake for my birthday. At the Black Conscious Vegan Sports Bar, non-alcoholic. Some of y'all don't know what we talking about. If you know what we talking about, hit the one because this goes way back. Thank you, Gator Girl. Good to see you. That warms my heart. I haven't seen you in a while. There's people that were around back then that for a long time they were around, and life happens, and so you don't see them. And then when you see them again, it's like, oh wow, So thank you so much, Gator Girl. I appreciate the super chat, and good to see you. How's it going? Shaya says, happy birthday. Yeah. Thank you so much, Shaya. Shaya been around a long time too. Shout out to Shaya. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. E-Love says, happy birthday, Lenon. 50 years look good on you. Thank you so much. My wife, she has said, do you feel 50? I said, no, I don't feel 50. And then my wife, I had sent her, my mama, I sent her pictures of the family throughout the day as we went and did different things. And she looked at one of the pictures with me and my wife. She was like, you guys look like you aging backwards. I said, oh, that's nice. Y'all don't look old at all. Yeah, I don't. Only time I really feel old is when I have to go upstairs. That's about it. Other than that, I'm good. Okay. Thank you for the kind words too. And thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Brother Information Man says, this is when life really starts, brother. Wisdom. All right, right on. That makes me feel good. It makes me feel really, really good. Thank you so much. And shout out to Information Man. He's been very supportive of me and been very non-judgmental of me too, with all of my faults and stuff. I have a lot of respect for him. He's a solid individual, a man of integrity, and just a good dude. So thank you so much, brother. He said that now life starts. Okay. Thank you, brother, for the super chat. God's Little Princess says, I'm tardy for Leno's birthday party. No, you're fine. You're fine. No, in the past, I would have cake and all stuff. I didn't have time. I mean, we were ripping and running and going here and there. And, we had a really good time today. It was absolutely awesome. Thank you, God's Little Princess. Thanks for being a wonderful mod. You do a fantastic job, and I appreciate you. All right. Okay. And then there's just a couple of more, and I'm going to show the rest of these gifts, and then we'll be up out of here. But I'll be back tomorrow with the regular programming. Thanks, God's Little Princess. Kashia says, happy 50th happy 50th next time, make it 60. Wishing you many more powerful birthday. Oh my God. What in the world? Wishing you many powerful birthday pumps. Oh my God. That's wild. Okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat and the kind words. I appreciate it. That's wild. Lewis X says, I have one request. The first Run Them Donations vid you did with the Afro wig and sunglasses, that was classic. With the Afro wig and sunglasses? I don't remember that. Anybody remember that? The first Run Them Donations vid. Oh, a first one. Yeah, I don't even know where that video was at, and I don't know how I archived it either. Yeah, I have no way of knowing what that was. But you said I had an Afro wig and sunglasses. I don't even remember that. I remember the song, though. I don't really sing it that much. Run them donations, baby. Run them donations, baby. Run them donations, baby. Get on your Cash App, don't be lazy. These hot cookies got me going crazy. Run them donations, baby. For good, yeah. For good, yeah. For good. I can't do it anymore. Yeah. I don't even remember that video that you talking about, and I don't even know where to find it. But that was one of the classic Umar Johnson related songs that we did from way back in the day. I always wanted to do an album. We could put Cook Crash That's Undefeated on there, and Hot Cookies. That's another one. You guys ain't heard about that one yet, but we ain't gonna get into that one right now. There is a song it's a blues called Hot Cookies. Okay, thanks, Louis Luck. Hey, Maddie says, happy born day, Lenon. Your life path is 6. Google it much. Yeah, I got your email. I haven't had time to respond. I don't know much about the what you call it. And you sent me like this screenshot too. So your life path is 6. associated with being a natural nurturer, responsible and compassionate. Individuals with this number are often drawn to caregiving, may be sensitive and empathetic. I am empathetic. That's one thing I know. And are seen as a source of support and harmony. Well, that's nice. Their life's work often involves using their creative and nurturing skills to help others and balance their sense of responsibility. And then it also says they also have a big head. Let me stop. Their head is also oversized. Okay. Okay. Their beard is all mangy and okay, let me stop. Thanks, Maddie. I appreciate you. What's up, Genghis Khan? I ain't seen you in a long time. Happy born day or birthday, Lennon. 50 years, and you have yet to get a bye cutie from Lauryn Hill. I know, that's sad. We got to watch that again. Yeah, we will. It's going to be in the documentary for sure. In fact, I already have that segment in the documentary with that whole fanciful story. So yeah, that was wild. That was so wild. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't, I wouldn't expect a kiss on the cheek because I'm married from Lauryn Hill. But if she wanted to, if I saw her and she said, "Hey, cutie" or something, that'd be fine with me. I don't think my wife would mind. Yeah. Thanks, Genghis Khan, for the super chat. Good to see you too. Patrick says, "Happy birthday, Lennon. You have gotten me through work days and road trips. I play video games and listen to you. You made me want to be a better father." Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. And that's all I've ever wanted to do. Even when I was struggling, it's just, you got to figure things out. And there's no roadmap. And I didn't have an archetype to follow from my childhood. But at this point, 50 years, I do a decent job. And I want to encourage everyone, even if you're struggling in your marriage, or if you're struggling as a father, you keep at it. Things turn around. It's just you got to be totally committed and put forth the effort and put forth the work. Whatever you got to work on, just work on it, and things get better. It's just natural. Okay, totally natural. Thank you, Patrick. What kind of video games are you playing? I used to play. Excuse me. I was going to say Star Citizen, not Starfield. But I kind of got bored with it, and I haven't played it in maybe about 3 months. So I don't really have a game right now. I've been looking because I was looking for a game that I can play as a birthday gift, but I really couldn't find anything. I used to play a lot of video games back in the day. Thank you, Patrick. Keep moving forward as a father. Okay, just strive to do better. That's all that matters. Okay. Thank you for the super chat as well. Maddie sent in a super sticker. Thank you so much, Maddie. I appreciate that. Yellow Man says, "Happy birthday, Big 50." Yeah, the Big 50. Yeah, I made it. Still got, and hopefully I'll be here for the Big 60 and 70. We're gonna see. Thank you, Yellow Man. Kiara says, "Happy birthday, Lenor Beavor." That's another one of the characters. Yeah, have a box of zebra cakes on me. Yeah, my wife and I, because we didn't want to spend, because I'm frugal, I didn't want to spend money at the movie theater. So we had already eaten before we went anyway, and then we already ate before we went, and then for the children, our younger children, we actually brought them food, and then we went by Walmart and got like snacks and stuff, and we just took it into the theater, and we ate the snacks and stuff while we were. I didn't exactly. I had like my son, he likes those energy drinks. It's the V8s, so I had one of those just to keep myself up, and. The point I'm making is when we were at Walmart, I was actually going to get some zebra cakes and then bring it on the show. Act like it's a birthday gift, but I didn't do it. Thank you, Kiara, for the super chat. I appreciate it. I need me something to drink. What's up, James? James says, "Happy birthday, bro. 50 plus crew." Yeah. Anybody else in here, if you're 50 or older, go on and hit that 50. Okay, type in 50 because I'm sure there's a couple of people up in here at least. There may be some 6-year-olds up in here. Thank you so much, Brother James. And thanks for all your help too, brother. I really appreciate it. James has helped me tremendously with finding videos and sending me emails about videos and all this kind of stuff. And a lot of these shows wouldn't even happen without him. Okay, real talk. So everybody thank James because he be putting in that work. Okay, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. Latoya says, "Where can I buy your music? I lost access to some of my files and want to repurchase." Oh, you ain't got to repurchase them, sis. Just email me. Yeah, email me, LenonHonor@yahoo.com, and then I'll send you a download link. Okay, no problem at all. Thank you, Latoya. Thank you. You ain't got to rebuy them. That's okay. Thank you for the super chat. And thank you for all your support too. Okay, because it goes back. I don't know. It's got to be. It's over a decade, easily over a decade, 15 years, maybe something like that. Yeah, it's been a while. Thank you, Latoya. Malika says 600 months on the planet. Happy birthday, Lenon. Wishing you the very best. Oh yeah, yeah, 600 months. That's what it was. And then I looked at the other things. The seconds is crazy. 1,576,800,000 seconds in 50 years. My goodness, I'm old. Okay. Thanks, Malika, for the soup chat. I appreciate it. And then Kogo says, happy birthday, Lenon. Thank you for all you do. what in the world is this? It got a Cash App on it. Where you get that from? That's crazy. If they had it, I would buy it. I'll put it on the wall or something. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't have it in my house, to be honest with you. All right. Thank you, Kogo, for the super chat. Okay. Before we get up out of here, yeah, there's some 50 years old. There's some somebody said they 60 plus. Okay. Yeah. All right. 60 plus, 38, you young. 20, you real young. I thought I was old when I was like 30. I said, Jimmy Jamboree. What's up, Barn Keith? Yeah. Okay. Before we get up out of here, let me share the rest of these gifts that my children got. So I don't know if I showed this one already, but my daughter got me. It kind of matches the shirt. It's a coffee mug with a black Santa that kind of matches with the socks. That's pretty cool. And thank you to my daughter for that. My wife, I think it was my wife. She got me this T-shirt. Some of you guys may know what it is. I was like, oh wow, this is the Niners from Deep Space Nine. So there's this episode where they play baseball game, and by this time in the timeline, the Star Trek universe, baseball is antiquated, but they play this, and I think it's against the Romulans. Yeah, I think it's the Romulans. They end up, I think they lose, but that was besides the point. They gave a valiant effort, and then you can see the Deep Space Nine, Tarek Noor, something like that. But Deep Space Nine, the space station right there, and then the baseball, and then down here on the bottom it says DS9 Baseball League, established 2375. So that was really, really cool. This takes me back, and that's my favorite Star Trek series is Deep Space Nine. And I actually I've told the story so many times because it was awesome. I met Avery Brooks when I was in my early 20s, and I had lunch with him. And he didn't know that I was a Star Trek Trekkie, and I played it real cool. I wasn't trying to, but I was so thankful to meet him. He gave me a hug and everything. He paid for the meal, and then he had to leave. He headed out, and it wasn't just me. There was other people there because he was at UC San Diego as an opera singer because he could sing. He could play the piano too. He could sing really well. So I didn't want to bring up Star Trek or anything like that because I didn't want to disrespect him because he was there officially as a professional opera singer, and he did a fantastic job. It was a dress rehearsal, so I went to the dress rehearsal. After the dress rehearsal, they invited me to go to lunch with him, and it was maybe 5 or 6 other people, and so I got to meet him. And that was really, really cool. And then, they gave me a card. Here's the card right here. It says here to 50 years of you. Right here, that was really, really nice. I'm so excited to celebrate your 50th birthday. I don't even know I didn't even sign. I don't know who that is. I can figure it out based on whose names I don't know. I think this is my oldest son. It says happy solar return and many more with all my love. That's for my wife. And then wait a minute. It says I wrote this, James. wait a minute. Where's what you call it at? He didn't even write that. He just said, I wrote this. He's trying to be funny. And then my eldest daughter says, happy birthday, superstar. And then my second daughter says, love you so much. You are my best friend and the best father ever. Oh, that's so nice of her. She's so sweet. She's so sweet. Yeah, she reminds me a lot of myself. Both of my daughters actually remind me a lot of myself in different ways. Those are my babies. And then my other son said, happy birthday, Lenon. You tripping. Boy, they be tripping. Okay, and then this is a 3D creative visualization, 3D lamp. This is from I think this is from my oldest son. And from what I understand, I put it together. It's a it looks like it's the Enterprise. Yeah, you take this off, and then I actually been wanting one of these. You take it off, and then there's this base, and then you put batteries in it, and then you put it in here like this, and there's an Enterprise in here. You can't see it, but I can see it. Yeah, I think it goes that way. And then when you turn the light on, it illuminates, and you can see the Enterprise. So that's really, really cool. Yeah, I'll set that up for sure over the next couple of days and put it somewhere, probably on my desk downstairs. So thanks to my son for that. That's really, really cool. So sci-fi thing, that's the deal. And then we also went to the movies to go see Predator Badlands, and we just got back. That was awesome. It was a good movie. And then this is from my wife, which is really, really cool. It's like one of them old school clocks, but it's Star Trek. Isn't that cool? I already know where I'm gonna put this. This is so awesome. So you put a battery in there, and then you set the time, and it's one of them old analog clocks. I really love that. Yeah, over the years they've done a lot of sci-fi stuff. I remember one time my wife made a it was a cake, but I don't know what they call that stuff that they put on top of the cake and make it different designs and different colors. It's not frosting, but it's something else. I can't remember what it is. And it was shaped, the design was like a Starfleet uniform, like a captain's uniform. It was so great. It was so awesome. That was way back in the day. But that was, I remember that to this day. So they tend to get me stuff from this sci-fi related Star Trek, Star Wars. I still got my Star Wars socks from like 3 years ago. I need to throw them out. So that was from my wife. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. We had such a wonderful time today. I'm a blessed man. You know, I really am. You know, I used to really get down on myself because I struggled so much in the past. But when I look at it all in its totality, I have good children. You know, they're really good people. They're not. And what I mean by that is they don't have animosity, and they're not trying to hurt people, and they're not trying, none of that. They're just genuinely good human beings. And my wife, she's the best person I ever met. So at the end of the day, I've been totally blessed, and can't live in the past. And at 50, I need to make sure that I maintain the spirit of appreciation and make sure that I'm moving forward with gratitude. You know, mistakes were mistakes, failures were failures, but it's about the here and now. And with the time I got left, I want to enjoy as much as I can with my wonderful wife, with our 5 children, and with all y'all, you know. So thank you guys, all y'all. Thank y'all so much for all of the support and all the love. That's the huge thing. You know, I can't even express how much of an impact that's had on the quality of my life. You know, I love y'all. I appreciate you all. And God is good. God is good. Okay. Thank you so much for getting on here. Wow, it go by quick. Anytime we get together, it go by quick, don't it? That's 40 minutes. I told my wife, yeah, give me about 15 minutes. We're gonna just want to check in with the family real quick. She said, okay. Yeah, man. I'll tell y'all that the Cook Quartet's undefeated. Thank you so much. Let me make sure I got to all of the super chats real quick before I get up out of here. This is from Malika. I got this one earlier. Thank you so much, Malika. Kogo. And then Macy sent in a super sticker. I'm sorry, for whatever reason. And I've sent them so many support tickets on this that when people send in super stickers, they should allow it to populate here when I actually pull it up on the screen through StreamYard. It does show, however, on YouTube, but I can't see it on my end. But thank you so much for that gracious super chat. I appreciate it. And everybody, I thank you guys so much. Miss Ivy sent in a super sticker. How you doing, Miss Ivy? Thank you for the super sticker as well. Texas Diva sent in a super sticker as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And then Crystal says, happy birthday, Uncle Lennon. Glad you enjoyed your day. Thank you. Yeah, it was awesome. I enjoyed today more than any other birthday that I can remember. And I think because I'm in a different state in terms of mentally, and I'm more appreciative. And the sci-fi theme was really rocking and rolling today. So I had a good time. And if I have some time, I'll do a review of the Predator Badlands and post it up here on YouTube. It was a good movie. You know, I would recommend it, especially if you're into sci-fi. I was pleasantly surprised. You know, have one of my daughters sitting right here, other daughter sitting right here, and then my oldest son was sitting next to my daughter over here, and then it was my youngest son and my wife. Our other son, he went and go hang out with one of his friends. He grown, so he do whatever he wants to. But we had such a wonderful time. It was awesome. Thank you, Crystal. And my wife, she was so thankful to get to that not vegan, but to go to the Ethiopian restaurant, because that's her favorite food. I remember I told you want to go, and she was like, yeah, let's go. Thanks, Crystal. Ivy Vibe says, happy birthday, YouTube dad. Your journey is an inspiration. Thank you for saying that. Blessings to you and your family. Thank you so much for those kind words. I appreciate that. You know, if I can share something with you guys, and this is not being petty, but I just want to share this with you all just to, as something I've been thinking about. I was thinking about it today. I'm 50 and I do have some wisdom, and it's based upon, a lot of it is based upon experience. Well, that's what it is, based upon experiences and in particular failures and bad decisions that I've made. I've been working through a lot of those issues because I used to have a lot of guilt and shame. And I'm gonna tell y'all, guilt and shame that's self-imposed, that's the devil, if that makes sense. Um, it's like torture. You torture yourself. Ain't nobody doing it to you but you. You know, um, I've come to grips with a lot of that. I don't think I've processed everything to let it all go, but I let a lot of that go over the last couple of years, and I feel a lot better about myself. And one of the things that I stopped doing is just giving advice about, you know, what it means to be a man, what it means to be a father, because of the guilt and the shame that I had. And there was a lot of people online that would criticize me and chastise me for that. And I kind of took it as, okay, you're not in a position to be talking about any of this stuff. But that's Satan. The truth is that it needs to be spoken about. And if I have wisdom, more wisdom today than I had back then definitely that's something that needs to be shared. If for no other reason to help other men get their lives back on track or progress further in life sooner than what I did. And I thank God for that, because it took me a long time to become, but a lot of it had to do with criticisms that I got from people. But a lot of the criticism, it wasn't legitimate, and a lot of it was people just trying to harm, you know, cause harm. But as things have turned out, you know, I'm 50 now, and as what I've seen with many of those individuals over the years, one by one, you know. So I'm so thankful and grateful to be where I'm at today. All right. Thank you, Ivy Vibes, for those kind words. And thank you for the super chat. Everyone, too, thank you for all the super chats. I appreciate it. Miss Ivy says, happy birthday. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was definitely happy. It sure was. And I'm still not done. Okay. I told my wife when we got back and said, you want to just order some treats or something? You know, she was like, I don't know, because I don't know if it's going to get her on time. We still got time. We can go get something if we want to right after this. Thanks, Miss Ivy, for the super chat and the kind words. Hey, Parby, I haven't seen you in a long time. Parby says, happy birthday. You are a wonderful person. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm working on it. You know, I'm working. I can tell you all this, that I'm a much happier person. That's for sure. Have a lot more joy in my life. And at this age, you got to have some joy. You know, you have to have it. And so much of my life, it was, you know, darkness. That's what I call it, and not all the time, but enough to where I know I don't want to be in that position ever again. Because when you live like that, it's not because you want to, but you don't enjoy the things that are there in your life to the degree that you can. But these days, listen, I'm so thankful and I'm so grateful. You know, I'm a blessed man. Thank you so much, Parby, and good to see you too. I appreciate you. Parby actually sent me the video. I ain't gonna say these trap banners. I didn't show it, but she did send me. I ain't gonna say that. We're gonna leave it right there. Thank you, Parby. Miss Veronica says, stay blessed. You are a good man in the stand of God. Thank you for the kind words. You deserve every single blessing that you have and more. Thank you so much. And I'm open to the blessings, most definitely. I'm so thankful and so grateful. Thank you for the super chat. You guys are awesome. Cook Crush Chat's awesome. And then Reginald sent in a super sticker too. And I see, that's the thing. I wish I could see what the actual super sticker is. Let me see if I can, and then we'll be up out of here. Because I also told my wife, yeah, give me about 15, 20 minutes. But you know how we do. And see, yeah, it might be too late. Let me see. Oh, it's just, okay. It's not even a super. You just okay. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Let me say thank you. Thank you for your generosity, and everyone else too. Thank you for being so kind and blessing me on my birthday. Okay. So thanks, Reginald, for the super chat, and everyone else. And then all my mama says, happy birthday, sir. You've been inspiring, and I appreciate your wisdom to many more. Glad you jumped on tonight. Yeah, me too. I had planned to and we had gotten home, and I said, okay, I'm running late, so let me jump on here right quick, and I'm glad I did, just to connect. That's what I told my wife. I want to connect with the people before for my birthday. So the plan tomorrow, we'll be back with the regular scheduled programming. I'll set the show up a little bit after this live stream, and we'll get back to it again and get back on to things. I want to thank everyone so much for all of your support and kindness, and the humor is the biggest thing, I think, for me, because it's reshaped how I look at life, and I do mean that. And it's not just this year; it's been like over the last, I want to say four or 5 years. It's really impacted me in a very positive way. Cookie Crush Chats is awesome and undefeated. Thanks on my mama. Is that DeMar says, happy birthday, sir. Been subscribed to you for a while now, and I'm learning a lot from you. You are a representation of respect, integrity, and an upstanding human being. Salute to you, sir. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. And I just want to give you encouragement to keep pressing forward as a man and becoming the best man that you can be. And as long as you're trying, that's all that matters. You know, no one's ever going to reach the pinnacle of anything. I mean, actually, I shouldn't say that. There are a few people who do. Michael Jordan, as an example. Okay, but how many Michael Jordans are there? You see what I'm saying? There's a few people that reach that pinnacle where you're like, okay, that's the top, and it's highly unlikely that anyone's ever going to do that again. But even if Michael Jordan didn't get to that point and he just continued to strive to do his best, he's still one of the he would still have been one of the all-time greats, and he may have still been the greatest of all time. I mean, that's how bad he was. You know what I'm saying? Well, the same thing applies to us as men and as fathers. You know, we're going to stumble and we're going to lose. It's like Michael Jordan lost a lot, especially in the early years. But as long as we stay at it and we strive to do better and be better men, if we have children, be better fathers. If we have wives or fiancés or girlfriends, be better partners, be better husbands. If we strive to do that, the victory is sealed. It's just a matter of time. Okay, and I know this for a fact because I wouldn't be where I'm at today, being blessed in the way that I've been blessed, if it hadn't been for the lessons that I've learned along the way. I lost a lot too, trust me. I think I went 0-82 a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just playing. That's an extreme. But the point is that if you got to lose a little bit early on to win later, it's all worth it in the end. Okay, thank you, Is that DeMar. So please stay encouraged and keep doing your thing, bro. Thank you for the super chat. La Perla girl, that means pearl. So the pearl girl. Happy birthday, Lenon. Been a follower for years. Folk. Be blessed. Thank you so much. I'm so blessed. You guys blessed me. The Cook Crush Chat is a blessing. You know, thank you guys so much. Ain't nothing like it. I ain't seen nothing like it. I really haven't. Thank you, La Perla, for the super chat. And then Real Man for Show says, welcome to the 50s Club. Thank you so much. I made it. Said, happy birthday. You know, Cousin Jeff had to go to give you a birthday. Oh, this is Cousin Jeff, man. Yeah. I ain't seen you in a long time, Cousin Jeff. I think you changed your name. Had to give you a birthday shout out, many, but yeah, Cousin Jeff, we go back. I don't even. That's got to be a decade. It's got to be. He's a musician. He reminds one of my cousins. It's my uncle, my oldest uncle, his son. And long time ago, I remember I saw his picture. I said, I thought it was my cousin. So I started calling him Cousin Jeff. And here we are all these years later. It's over a decade, easily over a decade. I mean, because you was around when I was a broke bum. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord I done came up. You know, the family done came up. Thank you so much. Yeah, good to see you too, man. I appreciate it. This is awesome. Gator Girl was here. I ain't seen it in a long time. And Real Man, aka Cousin Jeff, is here too. Thank you guys so much. Boy, it made my night. Okay. In addition to the movie. Okay. We went and saw Predator Badlands, and it was awesome. Okay. Thanks, Cousin Jeff. Many blessings to you, man. To you. Thank you so much. It's really, really good to see you. It's been a long time. Okay. Thank you for the super chat. Okay, everyone in the chat room also, thank you for all of the birthday wishes too. I appreciate all of that. I appreciate all y'all for taking the time to show up here on my birthday. And I had a wonderful birthday. I've been truly blessed, and I'm a blessed man. And I'm going to continue to do my best as a man, as a husband, as a father, but also for you guys as a content creator here on YouTube. I will continue to do my best. And I just want to express genuine gratitude and appreciation for each and every one of you. Okay, you guys have really made my life enjoyable And at the age of 50, that's what I need. I'm gonna tell y'all something. That's what I deserve. Okay, real talk. You got to claim it. Okay, thank you guys so much, everyone inside the Cookie Crush chat. We'll be back tomorrow, getting back up with the regular programming. And again, thanks everyone who sent in super chats and for all of the birthday wishes. And I want to say once again, I love you all. I really do, sincerely. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. Okay, I'll talk with y'all soon. 50 years old. Thank the Lord. All right. Love y'all. Take care. Peace.